your information, we judge you need, and also a space for public discussion. Community Watch, only on Focus.
So this is Stereo Community Watch on Focus 943. We join Gideon Foley with the latest in respect of news on the news highlight segment on your Community Watch on Focus 94.3.
Community Watch.
Gideon, good evening.
Good evening, atta-kusi.
How are you doing?
By His grace, I'm fine.
Okay, well, it's been a long time actually, but how well was your World Cup?
The World Cup has been exciting by all grace. Many thought South African couldn't take it into their own cup, but South Africa did African proud. It was a very amazing, it was elegant, it was subtle. I mean, it was amazing, it was breathtaking. South Africa did very well.
Okay.
In hosting the World Cup. It was really exciting.
But how about the Black Stars of Ghana?
The Black Stars did very, very well, though we couldn't break through to the semi-final, but I think the Black Star did very well. The Black Star did very well. It was a well breathtaking performance by the Black Stars.
An astonishing ousting. Anyways, 19 minutes after 7. You're still on your Community Watch on Focus 943. Gideon, what's happening in the world of news? In a summary, quickly, yeah.
Like this evening from the four corners of the country, the MPP member of Parliament for Fantikwa in the Eastern Region, Honorable Kwabena Amankwa Asiama, has chastised Sekou Nkrumah, son of Ghana's first president, for passing comments which he claims seeks to deride Professor Mo's poor eyesight and also denigrate office of the president. atta-kusi, I mean, this mind-blowing, this is mind-boggling. And also, news in the limelight reveals the leader and founder of New Vision Party, MVP, Prophet Nkansa, has denied being wanted by the police in Kumasi for allegedly defrauding some members of his party. And other news in the limelight reveals the Minister of Health, Dr. Benjamin Kumbu, has denied claim that the NINI variant is killing people. And also finally, running to the August 7th elections of the flag bearer for the MPP 2012 election, the Council of Elders have met the presidential aspirant to iron out certain discrepancies in the electoral processes. Professor Sai, who chaired the meeting, told the media men after the meeting that every now in order of the August 7th presidential primaries, and that's the news making headlines. Okay.
In the country. Okay, thank you very much, Gideon Foley. It's 21 minutes after 9. This is still your Community Watch on Focus 94.3. In a short while, we should be joined by Bismarck Champong and some discussion in respect of what's happening in the country, and of course a bit into. But today we're discussing or going into details of the University of Ghana reviewing their grading system. Students will require 80% before they are graded A in any examination in the University of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana has predicted inflation rate of 9.2 by the end of this year. The prime rate, we are told, has been reduced from 13.5% from 15%. We'll look at the possibility of a single-digit inflation, not just a single-digit, but an inflation rate of 9.2% by the end of this year, and its implication on the economy. STS deal was sent to, talking of the STS Korea deal, they were supposed to construct some 100,000, if I remember correctly, houses for the country at a cost of about 10 billion cedis. All these will be coming up on your Community Watch as we go into detail and discuss them. It's 22 minutes after 9. This is your Community Watch.
Giving your information we judge you need, and also a space for public discussion. Community Watch, only on Focus FM. Refraining from personal biases or prejudice, but believing in responsible, accountable, balanced and objective analysis. Community Watch on Focus FM. Welcome to Focus FM.
A lot of my friends listen to it at work.
You want it tomorrow? We made it today.
I just don't grow tired of listening to it.
To Focus.
I love it the max.
Well, it's 24 minutes after 7. You're still on Community Watch on Focus 943 1406. You type F, leave a space, and follow with your message. How has the World Cup been for you so far? And the University of Ghana, we're told that 80% is what is required to score a grade A in any examination at all. The KNUS is 70% and it still remains 70%. Now, how necessary is this move and how will this affect student performance in the University of Ghana and our universities in general? The Bank of Ghana has predicted inflation rate of 9.2% by the end of the year. We'll go into the possibility and its effect and implication for the economy.
Refraining from personal biases or prejudice, but believing in responsible, accountable, balanced and objective analysis. Community Watch on Focus.
So we're quickly going to detail of some of these. The STS deal, according to a report today filed by myjournalline.com. I'm going to quote exactly what the report says. The STS deal was sent to Parliament ignoring certain important and essential advice of the Attorney General, Works and Housing Minister Alban Bagbin has told Joy FM. Mr. Bagbin said the deal in which the Korean company STS Group was expected to construct 200,000. Okay, that's a correction. The 200,000 housing units at the cost of $10 billion was taken to the House without considering certain questions raised by the Attorney General. It's quoted as saying the only thing that led to the reconsideration of the matter is that the advice of the Attorney General's department has not been factored into the original documentation. Mr. Bagbin said, explaining why the agreement was withdrawn from Parliament. Our government withdrew the deal from the House after the minority had raised questions over the absence of certain key documents critical to the agreement. And the opposition MPs had accused government of failing to do proper due diligence and asked for the including of documents before the deal could be debated. Prior to the withdrawal, government was assailed on all sides for awarding a contract to a foreign company while local firms could have been engaged at a much lower cost. So you can tell us what you think about this. Could government have awarded this contract to a lower or to a local company at a lower cost? And if that was a possibility, why wasn't that done? You can tell us 1406. You type, leave a space and follow with your message. I was also told that the Korean Prime Minister Chu Moon-chan is to visit Ghana next month to cut the sword for the project to commence. Mr. Bagbin is reported to have said that they would have to reconsider and take a decision on the matter of the Korean Prime Minister's visit before the President of Korea arrives in the country. It is expected, or it is the expectation of leadership, that this matter be brought back and dealt with before Parliament rises on the 3rd of August. It's making news in this country with a lot of debate on that. We're going to do that here on your Community Watch on Focus 94.3. Today we're told that there's a prediction of an end-of-year inflation of 9.2%. There's a story here from the Daily Guide this morning, and it says, with inflation average change in price level expected to remain low to the end of the year, the Bank of Ghana has predicted an end-of-year inflation of 9.2% for this year. Now, this comes after the Bank of Ghana cut its policy rate, the prime rate, from 15% to 13.5% on Friday. According to the central bank, the target will be achieved by in part by lower food and petroleum prices as well as fiscal consolidation. And the report stated that the anticipated slowdown in inflation in the medium term, together with the need to restore the growth process, provided the scope for monetary policy easing. And a drop in inflation, or the prime rate, by a 150 basis points was the third consecutive fall after the central bank cut the rate from 16% to 15% in April 2010. It is expected to reduce the cost of borrowing. According to the June 2010 figures released by the Ghana Statistical Service, food inflation inched up to 6.13% from 4.69% in May 2010, while the non-food inflation eased from 14.98% to 11.89%. So this will be coming up for discussion on your Community Watch on Focus 94.3. We also told that the policy that seeks to ban the importation of second-hand fridges and provide incentive package for people who replace their old refrigerators with approved ones will take effect from January next year. The Executive Director of the Energy Commission, Dr. Alfred Ofosu Ahenkra, is said to have said the